My name is Chetachi Ubani. Educate the Citizens International Organization is a non-profit organization that deals basically on the various aspects of the human life, such as your values, etiquette, health, and human right matters. And today we will be lecturing you on human rights. Actually, we'll be lecturing you on what human rights is. Just basic introduction to what human rights is for those people that do not have an idea. Now, human rights are rights that pertain to a person or to an individual to protect such person from, legal, political, and like community and social abuses. They are rights that pertain to you just because of the fact that you are human. So it's not like, oh, I have to buy this right or I have to do this to get this right. Just for the fact that you're a human being, you are entitled to human rights. And so human rights are more moral than they are legal actually. It stems from morality, the ability to live and let live. Example of human rights, like your freedom of movement. You should have the right to move from one place to another, your freedom of association, your freedom of religion. Your human rights even entails the freedom for you to change that religion. Okay, you have a right to this religion, and human rights still gives you that right to change from this certain religion to another religion. Human rights is just pertains to you because you're human, because you were born. If once you're born with human rights. It's more like natural rights. Human rights are like natural rights. We have various types of human rights. We have political rights, we have social rights, we have legal rights, and a part of those legal rights are fundamental rights. Now, fundamental rights are also human rights, but these are rights that are legally enshrined in the Constitution. They are captured by the Constitution to protect the citizens of that country. Various countries have their rights, their fundamental rights. These countries have similar rights. So even as much as your fundamental rights, the ones enshrined in the constitution, are to protect the citizens of Nigeria, they are also similar to other rights in other countries, but generally similar. And our fundamental rights includes your right to life, your right to liberty, your rights, your freedom of speech, your freedom of movement, freedom of association, basic rights that seeks to protect you as a citizen in your country. You need to know your right for you to be able to defend your rights. If you don't know your rights, you can't defend it. Okay, let me give you an instance. So I had a run-in with the Nigerian police force about some weeks ago, and when I got into the police station, at that time, I did not know that I had a right in that situation. I didn't know that the police could not get involved in certain matters. I know that okay, the police cannot get involved in debt collection, but there are some other matters that the Nigerian police do not really have the right to involve themselves in. And so I didn't know that this instance was one of those instances where the Nigerian police could not get involved. And so when I got into the police station, I was trying to find out ways in which I could get myself out of the situation. And luckily for me, I was able to meet a man who told me that you're not even supposed to be here. The police has no right, like they have no right over this matter. You are not supposed to be here. And that was what he said. He was like, you are not supposed to be here. And when I realized that I had a right. And so I changed my strategy in getting out of that situation. So if you don't know that you have a right, you can't actually defend yourself. That's one. And then you can't defend yourself when you are wrong. That's another thing that we need to know, because it's one thing to know your right and to defend it, and it's another thing to defend it when you're right. So if you overspeed, you can't come and claim a right to your right to liberty or your right to not be thrown in jail or something when you know you're wrong. And then at the same time, you can't defend yourself if you don't know that, oh, there is this particular law or this particular section that states that okay, I can get myself out of this situation by defending my rights or something like that. So it's important for you to know your right. It's important for you to educate yourself on your right, and it is also important for you to defend yourself. It's another thing for you to know your rights, and it's another thing for you to defend yourself. I've found out that your ability to defend yourself, when you tell other people your story, it sort of inspire them to, defend themselves in situations. I've had instances where people tell me that, oh my God, you defended yourself so well, you got yourself out of this situation, I can do it. And that's one thing with human rights. I think when you know your rights and when you educate yourself fully on these rights, then you would know how to inspire others to, defend their rights and to know their rights even. And that's what we at Exile seek to do. We want to inform you of your rights. We want to educate you on your rights. We want to help you to defend your rights. And we want to, inspire others to do the same through your story. And, even you telling your story is going to act as an inspiration for people. So, we at Exile have taken it upon ourselves to, teach you these rights, to show you how to defend your right, to tell you what to do when you try to defend your right and the situation does not allow it, or the system pushes back when you try to do that. um so that is it. Thank you very much for watching my video.